In a private business in the United States, if I invest my money in a publicly traded business, if they were to cash out all of that money, just close the business down and run, you're telling me that in the United States, that company wouldn't be held liable for scamming its investors?
Absolutely. If that company had a good lawyer and showed that they made an honest effort to have a business and then it didn't work out and they closed it down, the investor would have absolutely no standing.
Exactly. You're right. But you used a word there, an honest effort, and it's doing all the heavy lifting in that statement. Of course, you absolutely must show a court that you are making a good, this is part of your fiduciary responsibility. You are making a good faith effort to return money.
That's what the worker co-ops could easily do.
That's not what a worker co-op's maximizing for, though. A worker co-op, by your definition, is going to be trying to take into account what their members are voting for. They might not vote in the best interest of a shareholder.
Only the most naive shareholder in the United States believes that the company's decisions are intended to do the best for the shareholder. I can show you 50,000 legal cases in which that's not the case.
That's great. And I can show you the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. We could go to the UK and look at the FTSE 250, the FTSE 1. And I can show you histories of markets where companies do reliably over long periods of time return profits, whether in the form of dividends or the increase in your share price, to people that invest in those companies. I'm sure you can show me a lot of things that happen that are bad in capital markets where companies scam people, much as I can show you bad things that happen like famines under the USSR. But pointing out to a few bad actors does not clear up the problem of the fact that investing in a co-op where the workers have no obligation to return anything to an investor.
One of the fastest growing industries in Spain is something called the Mondragon Cooperative Corporation. Mm-hmm. It's a family of worker co-ops.
They're not even worker managed.
It is the 7th largest corporation in Spain.
It's a federation of corporations.
Excuse me?
It's a federation of corporations, and it's not even worker managed. That's just worker owned, and they have all the same exploitative problems. They go to South America for labor. They rely on contract labor. Chomsky's criticized the Mondragon thing. And even if this was your go-to killer example, the Mondragon Federation of Co-ops exists under a capitalist framework.
Could I finish, or do you need to tell me about the Mondragon Corporation?
I didn't mean to interrupt your lecture. I'm sorry. Continue.
Sure you did. Come on. Who you think you're kidding?